Today we're going to be talking about cognitive dissonance.
Shrishti introduces a very technical word. To Redwood Bloom.
Welcome back to the series where we talk about issues that teenagers face through a teenage
And an adult's perspective.
Today we're going to be talking about cognitive dissonance.
Shrishti introduces a very technical word. What is cognitive dissonance?
Okay, cognitive dissonance is the tense or uncomfortable feeling that you experience when your beliefs don't coincide with your action, or the other way around. When your actions don't coincide with your beliefs.
It is the dissonance or noise that you experience mentally,
Yeah.
basically.
And like physically
in the body.
I thought it was significant because I feel like a lot of people, not just teenagers, face this, and they find it hard to solve, or they find it hard to go through because they can't label it. So that's why me and my mom thought that it was a good idea to talk about, because now you have a word for it.
Yeah, we give you a language that you can label the emotion.
Vocabulary.
Get a vocabulary and which will help you label an emotion.
Yeah.
And once you know the emotion, then you will be able to find solution for that emotion or seek help for it.
Yeah.
Like, why do I feel so angry, or why do I feel so hurt or judged because of a certain thing, and I'm still not able to act on it. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you brought this topic up, the one song popped in my head. Who's that singer?
Alicia Cara.
Yeah, Alicia Cara.
She has a song called Heal, and in it basically she's saying that she was kind of peer pressured into a party and she hates being there, but she's still at the party, and she's saying how it's very weird being around people that don't really care about her, and all she wants to do is leave. And from that you can kind of tell that she was peer pressured into that situation, and from that you can tell that peer pressure is kind of leads to, or is a sort of form of cognitive dissonance.
I can see that you have been doing a lot of research. From that we can
No, I'm a literature student.
Okay, so all that inference what we're trying to do is to give you a perspective that these are formative years for you. These are years where you are looking at emotions, looking at things that are happening, start generating a self-image where what you value most starts to come out in the front. And when you start having cognitive dissonance and live with it, then it kind of starts to become you.
I'd say because you're living with it and you're so uncomfortable all the time, you would change your beliefs sometimes. You would to make it seem like there is nothing wrong with what you've done, and you'd also just be like, oh, it's okay, it happened once, the next time it happens I'm not gonna be the same.
Okay, what are the other real life examples we can bring up where we can observe dissonance?
I'd say the online versus offline, your persona online and your persona offline. A lot of people, because you can change your name online, you seem anonymous, and you can go around saying whatever you want to because you're not held accountable because you're anonymous. And how it's the opposite offline, right? And that those actions, because they're on the opposing sides of the spectrum, it causes a lot of cognitive dissonance. I'd say, because the actions are different, but also at some point you believe that you're supposed to be this way, but you're not the same online, and that causes cognitive dissonance.
The other thing that came up in my mind was exams and cheating. If we were to tell, I am a very truthful person. Myself.
Oh yeah, I just cheated on a test the other day. No biggie, it's just a test.
and the dissonance that will create in how we believe in ourselves versus the actions that we are doing. The distance between our belief and actions is very large.
Yeah, because you're saying you're a trustworthy person, but you're doing something that's not. It's the complete opposite. And also, after a point, you come to just shrug it off like it's not a big deal, and just come to accept it. As such, it's just like, oh yeah, I cheated on a test, it's no big deal, when it's a really big deal. And if you're found doing that, it snowballs.
Yeah. The other example I can bring in is being competitive about your scores and grades, and still procrastination as the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, just opposing sides. Again, it's kind of the same thing in relation to cheating. You consider yourself to be an ambitious person, you have these goals for your life and everything, but you're also not really putting in the effort for them. So it's just different sides of the spectrum. And just living with that discomfort and living with the anxiety that it creates isn't helpful. Yeah, it isn't helpful, and it isn't worth it.
Yeah, if we are able to realize that the dissonance can create a physical bodily pain, and if we are able to identify it, we will learn to live a life which is more fuller.
Yeah,
I would hope as you become an adult. This is all we wanted to bring it for this week. Next week we will bring emotional intelligence and
critical thinking
for teenagers, which is again associated with cognitive dissonance, and then culminated with how it manifests itself in an adult life. So the perspective of the adult and the teenager would come into. I hope you enjoyed this topic, the technical topic that Srishti had to bring up today, and we look forward to hearing from you. See you guys soon. Bye bye.